from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Thrilled to be back with you from the booth with Charles. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns on their way out now for the first time. And we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense. And that's Deshaun Watson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Fields now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a first down throw. Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To about the 33-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Watson on 3rd down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 4-yard line.
He didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. From the 50, it's Watson. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Watson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just follow the fumble. They scoop and score as a moment, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. Well, we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The Dolphins bring up an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Jake Bailey now. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And Bajorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner, because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that, you take a little steam.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game started in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Jalen Phillips able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Nifty move. So a change of possession here on the punt. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point early and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Browns send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Ooh, with a juke. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And Chubb will try the middle here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Miami set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Here's Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's Fields.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Third and long. It's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. So now here come the Dolphins.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Fields now to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shut.